Welcome to today's scheme of the week. We are going over the wide 5 wide receiver scheme. This is going to be in 10 different playbooks. Today we're going in out of the Tennessee Volunteers playbook here. One of the better playbooks in the game, very underrated. But there is going to be 24 plays in this formation. And we're going to go over the best ones you guys need to be running, as if you have an elite 5 wide scheme, it can be absolute hell to guard. It is one of the harder formations, just in general, 5 wide, for people to defend in this game. Most people's method is going to be trying to mid blitz, but because of the plays in here, mid blitz is not going to have the same effect. And we're going to show you guys the adjustments and the plays you guys need to be running to make this a high scoring scheme. So in this 5 wide receiver set, let's just go right into it. Quarterback trap, QB blast are the two best run plays. They may even be the overall two best plays in the formation. QB blast, I love this one on short yardage situations. I love it in the hurry up, goal line. As long as you guys aren't only using them in those situations, but that's where they really thrive here. And you see the wide 5 wide receivers is going to be way different than just 5 wide. Is everything is stressed to the sideline, so it's going to open up stuff. Remember, don't hold turbo. Here we have a slower quarterback in here for Tennessee. We're getting 10 yards off dump against the mighty Alabama defensive line, and they were just terrible run stick. But you're going to see there is just lanes for this to work. Here, hopefully they'll give us an alignment here with a little bit more linebacker in the middle. But that's usually what the 5 wide is going to do, though. People are going to have to play a dime or a nickel, and to match up that personnel, it's going to leave a lot of open space. That's why this blast. Here we go. Now, this is 6 people, but again, you just kind of choose your hole, and we're able to get almost 15 yards. So, QB blast is, again, my favorite run in the entire game out of any playbook that has it. Then you look QB trap. And here's what we like about the trap. The trap, you can use your right thumbstick. You can flip it to the left or the right. Go whatever direction you want here. Again, pulling guard. Just a really easy play to run here. So again, just run it. Just pick your hole here. This one, I feel like block sheds can happen a little bit more, but it's very, very good. It's just as good as the blast. So again, last time running it, and you see is if they don't get personnel to match you in the box, it's just going to be extremely difficult to stop the run. You're just going to expect 10 to 15 yard chunk plays. If you got like a Marcel Reed or somebody fast, you're just going to be able to get touchdowns. So that's going to be the blast and the trap. That's going to be your two best plays here. There's a QB draw as well. I don't care for that one as much. But right away, we're going to jump in. We're going to just talk about stick and dump into shock. Reason why I like stick a lot. Stick is also great short yardage play. But you see, spreading out the defense, what this does is you're going to have A here on your option route. So if it's zone, he's going to sit on his little hitch. If it's man, he will run to the sideline, running out. And then the left side, you have these back double slants here. So you're going to have, there's no linebacker in the middle. I'm just watching Y on the slant. If he jumps it to the middle, I'm looking at X. And then if I got my zone in man reader, I'm just looking to the right. So again, take a look here. They leave the middle wide open. Again, just easy throw slant, gets you 5 yards. But here's where stuff like this, right? You see that there's numbers, but this looks like some kind of zone, maybe a blitz. I should be able to have Y open right away, depending what that linebacker in the middle does. But I'm going to move my eyes over to the right here. You see A stops on this hitch. And again, 10 yards just off a little baby hitch. So look at this one more time. Here they're running a man blitz, so we should have Y and or X open. Here is the backside slant. Kind of pass it down and inside to your guys so the guy can't jump it. Again, here's something where A is going to be our read. If you just look at the alignment, right, is the middle linebacker is literally right over the center, but there's only 3 people lined over to the right. So my read's going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to hit A here. A, because it was a man alignment, he runs the out route. So super easy with stick here. Just watching how everything is going to be kind of available to you, right? Except for the streak on the outside. But again, it's super easy. It makes it tough for defenses to blitz without giving stuff away. And then when they do that, it's just going to be possibly big rewards if they don't get there in time. So let's go into shock now. So shock, very similar here. backside slant, kind of then, or a backside post, stem down. You have the slant, and then you have this hitch. Now the difference is you have a smoke screen and you have this slot fade. So if they play man or cover zero, that slot fade can get over the top for a touchdown. But your same principles apply with the slants on the left, the hitch on the right, and then you have your smoke screen on the right. So if they play back, for example, and nothing's open, they guard everything pretty well, you just have this take your few yards. But again, we talked about this. If they're going to line up like this and not cover that A receiver, um, you know, that's why you can't blitz. But even if they're a man, they weren't going to be able to get over there to that. So that hitch is going to be wide open. You still got your slants here. But again, hitch, super easy play. They brought a screaming blitz at us, and we're just able to get rid of that really quick. So very easy play to complement shock, stick. Then you have your QB runs. Then you kind of get into a little bit more sophisticated pass plays, I guess, to give you a little bit more options. And favorite one is going to be scissors. So with scissors here is you're going to have, I'm going to repost A. You're going to kind of have this little hitch and corner with BRB. And then I'm just going to drag X here. So now I kind of got this high-low over the left side as well. So, but again, all this you see how spread the defense is? They have to be like this. Here, hit our underneath on our X. If they leave the middle open, we have the post from Y and or A. So again, run this again, get a couple looks here. Here, you're going to have A just pass lead it into that nice little gap there that kind of played like a cover 3 look. And then again, now kind of converting our eyes over. They don't play the hard flats, or the guy's responsibility was so far over. You have that nice little smoke screen. If we get a man look, what we can do is we will show you the RB. Again, they kind of play it. Really had Y actually coming over the middle, but again, smoke screen, 10 yards. So really the post from either side is really going to open up once they start respecting this drag and this hitch. So users are going to start taking themselves out of the way. Here's this backside post. But the reads are simple. Just make them respect it. They're not going to take away the drag. We take away the drag, or we take the drag. If they're not going to take away the flats, we got our smoke screen. And again, they try to shade underneath to take that stuff away. You know, or they're playing this wide man coverage. You get this backer against this receiver in the slot. It's just going to be easy pickings here for scissors. Last play we're going to take a look at here, red zone, stick, and nod. And what we're going to do here is we're actually going to put Y here on an in route, and we're going to stem him up twice. And so now you're going to have this kind of speed in route complemented by the deep in. Then, of course, you have the double move from A, the return from RB. So a bunch of things here that are going to be open and options for us here again. Read the middle. Nice little speed in is going to get us 6-7 yards. And the reason why X didn't get so open is because Y is going to stretch that vertical slot defender here. You see, again, he's just able to get underneath. That's a really tough ask for a corner to guard if he's playing backed off coverage. And here's a situation where you see nobody kind of guarding that slot. You can absolutely stem him up one, just keep him there, and then just pass lead it inside for a nice play. So if you see nobody playing out there like that, and people are going to try different things to slow this offense down, but that's really how X and Y are going to complement. Now kind of moving our eyes over to the right, you see, because this typically is tight end in most formations running that double move, this guy is able to hit that double move and really just get open across the middle. You do that, then you also have this return route now that that defender is locked in on the tight end. So it's going to be really hard for somebody to switch stick all these particular plays. You know, again, you want to throw a slant in here because you notice nobody's covering the middle. And although they did, we still have this speed in route that we could throw for a couple yards. So, but red zone stick and nod, again, super easy play to run here. One other thing we can do is try and put this receiver on a comeback. Even though he's hugging the sideline, the difference with this, what you're going to do is, assuming there's no help here, is you're going to pass lead it down like kind of inside off the break. We'll kind of show you here. And you see this allows us to keep the ball in bounds versus if we throw it normally, right? I'm going to throw this just normal. You see, I mean, we're still able to catch it, but it makes it really tight on the comeback throw, so you really want to pass lead it inside. But that's going to be the 5 wide receiver that you guys need to be running. Again, Tennessee playbook. It's in 10 different playbooks. Elite wide set. So appreciate you guys sticking through the video here with us. If you guys like this content, enjoy our schemes of the week, go check out our formation breakdowns, our live streams where I go over all these things in game real time. Also consider joining our Discord where you can be a part of our community. We have weekly calls and we talk about different things that people want to see or they're struggling with or things to help the community. So appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.